Nobody hyper than Blacker representing for overall setting.
We gotta give thanks. We got to give thanks, yes, for the ones who come before us, and we gotta shake hands. Hi, this is Singing Melody, and I'll be on the Overall Settings podcast.
Overall setting.
Yeah, me know, overall setting.
Ashes. Burn them down all the way. Don't know, Rastama represent for overall settings.
Yeah, man, it's all about overall setting.
It's all about overall.
Live on the overall setting podcast.
Overall settings. Watch your friends, watch your friends, watch your keeper. Watch your friends, watch your friends, watch your keeper. Watch your friends, know your friends. Overall settings, turn up the ends.
Video Productions.
Family, yo, anchor and rise up the calico. In a boy face, clap 51. Yo, Atomico, a war with better than Israel and Pakistan. Yo, skin, rise up the shotty. No, we no panic. In a boy face, we are in a boy face, clap 51.
Mystic Studio Productions.
Family, yo, anchor and rise up the calico. In a boy face, clap 51. Yo, Atomico, a war with better than Israel and Pakistan. Yo, skin, rise up the shotty. No, we no panic. In a boy face, we are slam it till them vomit. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? A low pint we get them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? Cup a shot we get them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. Mother than any line, sicker than any rhyme, better than any mind. Fi kill them anytime, Ella's body can't find. Bury them like gas line. Them broke badness, so me full them up a dollar kind. Me now fi call them name. Start in your vein, but I rush up to your brain, left your body on the main.
Oh, hey, yo, you know, so we don't normally cuss bad word for the live, you know. When you see through after certain hours, we can't say any bomb buckler thing or what I say. And that song you bad now, what?
We not have to wait till after hours.
Mystic Studio Productions.
Family, yo, anchor and rise up the calico. In a boy face, clap 51. Yo, Atomico, a war with better than Israel and Pakistan. Yo, skin, rise up the shotty. No, we no panic. In a boy face.
The man talk about Pakistan. You know how much blood-clad nuclear weapon over there, so?
Mystic Studio Productions.
Family, yo, anchor and rise up the calico. In a boy face, clap 51. Yo, Atomico, a war with better than Israel and Pakistan. Yo, skin, rise up the shotty. No, we no panic. In a boy face, we are slam it till them vomit. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? A low pint we get them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? Cup a shot we get them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. Mother than any line, sicker than any rhyme, better than any mind. Fi kill them anytime, Ella's body can't find. Bury them like gas line. Them broke badness, so me full them up a dollar kind. Me now fi call them name. The whole of them a dead pies. Dart in your vein, blood a rush up to your brain, left your body on the main. Police a come, jump your fence and cut in a day not a living. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? A low pint we get them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? Cup a shot make it them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. Rifle turn on with them up like pipe. We was brand pneumatic, no carry no rust. We full a link like you. One chain on them next strangle them. Like me do leeching, face white color up like for me bleaching. Rich badness me full of money like leeching. Me no fear a soul, God know me cool. If you violate, me put you in a hole. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? A low pint we get them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why a shot when you cook at this a war zone? Cup a shot we get them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound, a shot a broke bone. What's that? Right here now, right there, so you know. Up in them town, you know. Master. I wanna say Uncle Dan, light skin at time, make you know say a mad truck, you know what I mean? Ring boss, pick up yourself. What we say? Enough for them, now we alone. I'm out.
Yo, enough of them.
We alone.
We alone to blood clot.
Up
Yeah,
in them town,
enough of them and we alone.
We alone.
Them easy to kill because them love group up.
Easy to shoot up.
People, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is Overall Settings, the podcast that differs. And you know, we always try to highlight the icons of yesteryear, the man that would chop the bush for the current icons of today. But one of the things that we pride ourselves on is always bringing to the forefront the future icons
Of
tomorrow
and today.
And tonight is no different as we welcome to the platform the Master!
Up in them town, the master in them building, don't Overall Settings.
One thing, yo, my youth, your bum back. Oh, sorry about that. No, but big up to Cartel. I'm not gonna tell you why I say big up to Cartel. And even before Cartel said it was a saying amongst the elder them that tell Skellyan time is the what?
Master.
What on, man? Tell Skellyan that time is the what?
Master.
Yeah, man. And the brother, I could have go and bad, you know. Because them song, the way I sing, me feel like me dead now. Them as him chat all the first line, you know. I be alone. I'm going to get the boy feet go cram his zone from bring me back. No, but big and serious, like him could have tell you fuck that little platform.
True,
The man them have me a wait for how much hours and through them have them girl and Ray and take, but the dog just easy. And every time I call him, I may touch base with him just so long as I keep in touch. Him say, now what's the face, my general? We're still gonna do it.
Yeah, man, show with the love.
Yeah, man.
And we appreciate love.
And I'm not gonna tell her something about a youth like him. Him will surpass enough for the man them where him a look pan and aspire to be like just because of the attitude there.
Real talk, man.
So, brother, I know what you feel for 1 second, say wherever I take your time for granted. We just book 3 show, you know what I mean, and we want to get everybody them appreciation. We want to show everybody say, because everybody we forward over here, we seems to have something in common. Everybody equally as talented. I'm not talking about equally as talented as one another. I'm not talking about equally as talented as anybody in our world.
Human being wise, you know? Show everybody the same love.
But we probably not get the goal yet, or I just probably not our time. Or remember in a dog, Brady used to ride the bench, you know, for how much season, you know. And Brady becomes the top blood cleat quarterback of all time.
All time, the GOAT.
And I no fears him sit on palm bench
what?
with splinter in his body.
But look what him draft. 7th round.
7th round him drafting now.
That's the last round.
Yeah, the last round.
Literally
last round. So when you see the master can have them type of patient there, if you have a small platform where, all right, I'm not going to say small, I say small platform because it's our platform. But the world, and obviously the master, and I look on it like with a small platform. So that gives us the confidence to say, yo, it's not a small platform, because if we was a small platform, first and foremost, the master or the other 350 artists would come over here. Wouldn't come over
but
here.
even if we was a small platform, we are still a platform that worldwide reachable.
Yeah, man. Real talk, man.
Reachable.
So anyway,
worldwide.
enough about we know.
Right.
But there so with the master.
Open at them town.
And like we say, Tess Kelly and time is
The master.
And we know you're not born big sign of a general. And we know your mother and your father never say, we are gonna call him master, because they must fear master before you becomes the master. So which part of I born and grow? When did the interest or when did music tap the master upon the shoulder and say, youth, and me and you are gonna try the road in?
So you know, see, I'm gonna be my forward from though.
Okay.
You know, as Whitney them start and all them man start, me start near the church. As like a church boy, I sing from choir and all them things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then, unfortunately, the church thing never work out. So I start the dancehall thing. You know, because a bomb, I'm a flag at Antigua, I live at Antigua for a while. You know what I mean? Being a dancer because I always have 3 different alter ego, you know what I mean? Selector, dancer, and artist, you see me? To try out the dancing thing I go on good for me. Then I go to boom and flip back into the music thing. You know what I mean? A place over Antigua, they used to have a dancing and people style. The selector name Leonard now link me up. And I do a tune for the club, and you know what I mean? The thing take off from this. And there's some say right then, music.
But I mean, at what age?
All right, the music called me at a tender age at around 12, 13, and time when I sing from the choir church.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So when you move to Antigua, was that for music purpose or?
No, move where you know I mean family purpose. You know what I mean?
Family purpose. But you start. That's when you really discover
music.
The music in Antigua when you move to Antigua.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what was the music scene like over there?
Well, the music scene, you know, just like how you see it have it out in Jamaica, you know. Jamaican music is a great impact over there, you know what I mean? Even though it's a soca land, because when I tell me try out all the soca things, you know, sing 2 soca songs, I can look on the page and see soca songs then.
Versatile, brother.
So it's a soca country, but them love dancehall same way, you know what I mean?
Say next Bungie Garland.
Yeah.
See it there? Yeah, man, real talk.
You discover your music in Antigua. Now, did you stay in Antigua for own a craft, or you come back to Jamaica to start develop a craft?
When we forward back a yard now to do the real craft. You know, say you have to be in the island to get the real thing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back to the roots.
Right. So how old it was them time then?
Them time, I mean, I'm a teens, you know what I mean? 13, 14, you know what I mean?
So you moved to Antigua at a young age?
Yeah.
You find the love for the music, and then you come back to Jamaica.
Yeah, and forward back a yard, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So coming back to Jamaica, what was the difference in Antigua, finding a craft in Antigua, and then coming back to Jamaica? What was the difference? What was it like?
All right then. It's like eating jerk chicken over broad. It not taste the same way like it's in Jamaica. It's just, you know what I mean? The home just eat a different flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What kind of island you come like it's a different feeling, you know what I mean?
So the jerk chicken that tastes like yard.
No, when it tastes like a yard when they are fine. You know, a Jamaican jerk is over there still not taste, but when they're back in a yard, you know for the atmosphere or the Jamaica fear, you know what I mean? But basically same thing with the music, you know?
Same.
You have to at a yard before you at abroad, and you know that, no?
True, man. True.
Real talk. So, I mean, very tender age, 12, 13, church. What was it like making that transition from the church into the dance hall? I mean, what was the household settings like? I mean, you'd have sibling. Were you with mommy and daddy? What was their reception to you moving from being, a Christian youth singing the gospel in church to you talking about and me alone and them boy that were dead and me kick up them face and all type of shit.
All right. Me not bash the church, right? But back in the youth days, growing up as a young youth, as a young youth, they can have we are singing them like an old song, hymn song. So if you want to hold young youth in the church, you have to give them like a dance or gospel, like the Papa Son and the Prodigal Son and them things. So being a young youth now, doing my own music, I'm writing my own gospel song, them doing my own thing is like representing the church in gospel concert, and then at the end of the night you finish. You're a same church member, them a bash you. I say you feel there dancehall. So that kind of discourage you in a kind of way, and that leave you back out in the world, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that based on what the church member them, you know what I mean, push you out as a young youth, so just end up back in the dancehall.
Mm-hmm.
So mommy and daddy may really have no say in that differently still.
Sin.
Yeah.
So I mean, although them never have no say in it, you would have did say it cause a friction between you and them, or them just kind of did low you to make you go and pursue your dreams, or
yeah, different is still them have to love me and pursue my dreams. You know what I mean? Cause the Bible say every man gets a talent, and if you don't use your talent, then take away your talent. You know what I mean? Me can't play sports. We have much in brother them play sports. Me don't play sports. Music is my sport. You understand?
Real time, music and film sport.
So
that's a my sport.
So if you reach back a yard, what age you come back at Jamaica for really pursue the dancehall to the level where you say, yo, this me I gotta do?
All right, I've been away from Jamaica over 10 years now. So I've been back on the scene, come visit mommy. Mommy fall out. Mommy drop out, and because of Bamman is like me write a song to mommy. I was gonna sit on my page. About mommy, the mother song them, write the mother song them. Say, so you you're bad. Take up back your thing. You see me? And somebody just take up the music thing right now.
Okay.
Mad. All right. So the master now. It's obviously not spelled in a traditional way of the way that somebody would think that it was supposed to be spelled. I don't know if it actually even has the same meaning, but the whole concept behind the master, how did that come about?
All right, the master now. The way we used to have it spelled was DEMASTA. But being me googling that now, I find a whole heap of people named master, so I find a unique way now to spell it. But me Google it the way the bomb now, I'm the only master. That's spell the way there, isn't it? As we say, time and Skelly answer me this.
Master.
So come like can I go when I do Google search?
No man, you have to do the craft, man.
So using that name, do you have a specific reason why you use that specific term, Dah Mastha?
All right. The reason why I use the term Dah Mastha. You know what I mean? No people say, when you say the master, it sounds like them karate movie and them thing there. You say, yes, karate movie in lyrics. You know what I mean? You kick the lyrics them like Van Damme, you know what I mean? So when you say the master, you understand?
Yeah. I get you. I get you.
Total understand, man.
Total.
Yeah. Real
man.
general.
Unique. For
different from the average, though.
I stay ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Which is I saw if you go.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I say? Definitely I saw if you go.
So You leave Antigua, you come back at Jamaica. You know you pick up back the whip and say, you know, you own your craft now, different level. What was some I should ask you, when you reach back at Jamaica, what was the process or the progression that you had to face, or you pick it up from reaching back to Jamaica?
All right, now reaching back to Jamaica, it helped me in a way that I can record myself. You know what I mean? End up have my own studio. So like recording, why I get more knowledge from the recording, why so I can record myself and know certain things, know certain keys, and know certain way to, you know what I mean? Get over the music, you know what I mean? And each year I go, I learn more and more about it. Writing skills get more up.
So being in Antigua was definitely a learning process. So you just and take it to a
in Antigua, I'm going to focus mostly on the dancing.
Okay.
I realized the dancing, you know what I mean, was a key thing over there, dancing.
So who were some of the inspirations, whether it be dancer, artists, or, you know, commercial, that were instrumental to you and in your development? Because I mean, you're basically a jack of all trades. Like you're covering a lot of different angles. You know what I mean? So who were some of the people that inspired you to wear so many hats?
All right then, my brother, DJ Scruffy, R.I.P. my brother. He was a selector. So being at a tender years, I just watch him play sound and say, you know, say selecting thing look nice. You know what I mean? The dancing thing now, like me get that from my mother city. So the dancing thing in my bones from morning. So my mother used to like be at every party. So she me get the dancing thing from. Singing thing now, look at God does best with the singing thing.
No, how old was them time there?
The music and the selecting?
Yeah, when that time that we are talking about right now, that era that we are talking about.
All right, the selecting thing from me from youth days.
So roughly what 14, 13?
Yeah, I'm 14, 15, 16 years old. I even younger. Back then days when you have to keep out that party and mother like you have to sleep on the veranda and all them things.
So you was dancing them time or you was selecting them time?
Dancing them time. Selecting a more when we go to like the 18, 19, 20 them time and we start the selecting thing.
Just still that make master tell a foolishness, you know. That's a question asking me in only was, you know. You ever tell them, I got dance for the dance. If I'm 17, I got dance for the look woman.
No. But that's why I'm saying him that dance when I'm young, but when him get like 17, he must select.
Yeah.
Yo, the majority of people
I select man.
The majority when I get the money. Remember when I get the money for do them something at them time then I dance. So when I'm really about to go dance as an entertainer in at them time there, yeah, look, sitting for draw them. And I ask Christ. So if him can give the water down version, that's to make sure I ask him. You notice him I give it the whole 100. I'm say, how old was them time there? I'm make sure me hone in for Wednesday. So for them say 17, I'm gonna tell the boy, yeah man, me go there and dance. And me I do this. Yeah man, him a dance, yes, him a wind up on that sitting. But anyway, as me say, when I go reason we are reason.
Yeah,
people were there with the master. You know, man said bad artists. Automobile. So do you still reside in another era there, or did you migrate, and you know what's happening with the master right now?
The master still in Mobile, man. They still there, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Them can't. What Shabba say? Think me gone, but me still there. Let my beer, yeah.
So, Master, tell me when you got your first big break as far as in studio recording a song or, you know, whether a stage show, when you got the first break as far as say, yeah, me dep on my way.
You know, you just asked about 5 questions and I want.
Yeah.
No, me just say. Yeah, Mickey, see if you touch me again.
As far as I heard, I
If
only asked
anyway you
2
touch me,
questions.
anyway you put your hand on me again, that live you go viral.
Let's say a 5 on the
I
live.
mean,
Eh?
All right, the big break, me still a work on the big break, you know. Still a work on the big break, but otherwise from that, you know, this little show now and then, little parties, you know what I mean? Go and expose me little talent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and that may ask you, like, you know, shows here and there, you know, what was some of the shows you've been on, or your performance?
Performance. All right, then that me get a party in a tower along a mobile over there.
You know?
You know what I mean? Nice little stage show. So the response was nice. You know what I mean? Get little book a little party and then, you know what I mean? Even karaoke sometimes I go do my little things here, man. Yeah, you know, so you have to expose the talent in every way.
Stay relevant.
Yeah, man, you have to stay relevant, man.
You should, as you should.
One day, you know what I mean? You see what?
Which is the right thing to do. I say, I mean, you know, to like, so when would you say, how old were you when you think you recorded your first artist? Song, me fi say.
Professionally. Professionally.
You didn't have to give me the exact age, but me I say like, how long ago? Me fi say then.
Alright, when I say professionally, I mean like song was sound proper at the first studio where you go surprise and say, yes.
On a road, whether YouTube or anyone I platform them,
radio,
Spotify,
anything.
Anyway.
Alright, but that's 2008, 2009, a song when we did do Antigua and back it up. The song they get fight still, as you mean, because we shoot all the music video for it. But the song they get a kind of fight, you know what I mean? So we ain't bother with it.
So what age was that? God, that's what you got.
19.
How old was you?
18, 19.
18, 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the master, the man name and the better. But
at one time, we'd have my own little singing group, me and Road Shellers, you know. And I mean, I have to pick up all the little artists, you know, we have Anchor Dan in the Antigua, Light Skin in the Antigua, and Atomic. I mean, Bad Writer in the Canada. It was a team away.
Atomic already, but I don't know from which part.
I two Atomic in our business. This Atomic is still different from the other Atomic. We have a Rasta artist in Atomic. This is a different artist in Canada, you see me? Bad songwriter.
So who were some of the artists who inspired you coming up as a youth?
As a youth, you know, Elephant Man was my favorite artist back in my young days. Until me hear the artist name, Picture Me and You. And I say, if I start telling you how bad artist is, you man all have make.
Cartel.
Yeah, Adi. You know what I mean? Shane one all our next bad artist, you know what I mean? Look up to us as a bad artist.
So, I mean, with you knowing that you have the talent, and I'm pretty sure, like you said, if people came to you and said, yo, brother, go try out for this, or go raid this, or go raid that. With the amount of talent that you have, I'm pretty sure you probably have come across somebody at one time or another who has made the comparison between you and Cartel, or even has went as far as to tell us, yo, why you not join Cartel them click? Have you ever heard anything like that?
Yeah, I always hear them tell me, say, yo, you know, you have a little style like a Cartel, but your style is different in a way, you know what I mean?
True.
I always tell me that.
You're bad, man.
True, man.
You're bad. You're...
And I think you have to say, you know, as a young artist, some of them top producers there and some of them people, you know, sometimes they have to give the young artists them a chance, you know. And they can't wait till they get big.
And that's what this platform is about. And,
you know I mean?
And for the archives, just drop a little 8-bar for we no. Please, any one of your bad song them.
Fresh paint, when you see me ink up. The girl them see me tats and I say them in love. Pull up in the Benz, every girl I link up. Belly your foot, fish, make me skin white out, make me introduce it to my formula. Never zone, jelly, just me of them items, skin pretty, but she get wet up like an idol, it's vital. They do it for my chest.
Oh, man.
Mad.
Come on, stuff and play people.
Mad.
We save some live reason with the artist we watch. And the feature is a feature where we just add most recently. I mean, every artist over here, especially the one that we want to know, was always artists we watch, but we chose to put emphasis on it because a lot of people just tend to overlook people that they don't know.
True.
And all I would encourage those people to do is to be leaders, not followers. Because nobody sit down and wait for me or your favorite selector or Sharpman or Mickey to play one song. And then when you hear a song, you fall in love with the song because we all have a way of falling in love with songs. We all have a way of falling in love with songs. There's 1,000,001 songs in the world, but you have a song where can reach you at a particular time in your life when you really need to hear it. And I don't know about you, but me will have the song there and repeat. Me try to know already I have that one song that I play because it speak to my core, my soul. So when any artist I decide say them I go embark on a journey then, them better have 2 words in mind. I'm going to say this to the master. I'm going to say this to people before him, people after him, anybody will take up the life and look on it. 2 words you have in mind when you do music. And it's not like something when you think about when you create the music. It's just supposed to come naturally because what we say again, you have people who are born to do things and people who are what?
Want to things.
I you see the people who want to do things. I you see the people who are born to do things. When they might do it, it come organically, it come natural. So there's 2 things where you have in mind before you even step behind a microphone and say you're going to become an artist. Timeless music.
True.
Me hear a couple of your bad song them. No, you song them bad like me say. No, producer wise. These the producing your songs. Is it anybody where in your clique where new producers where you and them work together from jump or producers that have done hit songs already?
All right, we have some new project I jump out with producer we do it project already. Nessa B, we have a tune with Nessa B a forward the road to you.
Pick up Nessa B on the line.
Building, flames,
yes,
and fire. Yeah.
And we have an next track a forward, you know what I mean? You know Goldfinger production.
Big up Goldfinger.
Yeah. But otherwise, there's a song them I like some producer where, you know what I mean, I work with overseas and some locally. You know what I mean?
5 years from now, where does the master see himself?
The master see 5 years from now. You know what I mean? Next in line with like teacher and then, you know what I mean? You know, the next top 5 are young generation artists. You know what I mean? Make sure work to make sure it reach there, you know?
Brother. Just
in the groundwork. You have to put in the groundwork, you know. You know, put in the work.
if you want good, you know have to run.
Yeah, that
So
them say.
for them tell me that me keep a box of tissue on deck. Yeah. Because when me nose a run, me must can't wipe it.
Real talk.
And me prepare for me nose run. So at the end of the day, I go continue to do the work, you see me?
Right, yeah.
And the master definitely had to do the work. I mean, me don't know if me I get off course because me have one or two little drink. But me say the master never banned big so I was asking him how he came about the name. I don't know if we got sidetracked, interrupted, if the live stuck. But did you answer that question? How did you come by that name?
Yeah, man, him did answer it, man.
When the fresh. You know,
Right.
Yeah,
You're the combined name of the master. Being a dancer, you know what I mean? Beast nobody thing. Beast just go on like him bad. I was the master of daggering. You know what I mean? Chuck off a roof up and all them things. So the girl them used to call me Dagger Master.
I'm having the beast. I am having the beast there apart.
No, me never used to par, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in the days when we used to do them things, it never used to start it. And then them a frog back and you know what I mean?
I never you brought the girl neck and it go
No,
back.
I never me ducking it. I ain't ducking it. You know what I mean? But the girl them used to call me Dagger Master. And then I say, all right then. I just call myself the master from there, you know?
Yeah, me that will remove myself out of the equation if that did go on because you know when time the judgment come down, them say, you know, say boy, you have him over there. No. So from we know say I know you make a go and reason. That's how what I find the last thing said, man.
So the master. You have video with the master. You have song with video with the master, right?
You did send me a visual or no more.
Check out high grade. Me alone have a video feed now, but I can check out the high grade video.
High grade.
Yeah.
All right. You just send it, come give me a dip on the tube.
Dip on the tube, man.
All right, that's all right.
It's one rap artist from America, me and him deal with it, you know?
Yeah, man, because that was the next thing I wanted to get to, the master. Because you sound like you're bad when it comes to the rapping thing, you know.
You know, I never me hear the rap part, I'm a rap artist, and the rap part different is still.
Eh? Yep.
I'm a rap artist, there the rap part, you know.
What?
With two rap artists.
I never you did the rap.
No, me the DJ.
Oh, so you know rap none of I'm a swear say you know.
Yeah, we the think of you for real.
Yeah, man.
If it's swear upon you a while ago, I lost some money, you know, brother.
I tell you.
You know which one I sang? The spell? I grade. Which one?
I don't remember if I that one there, but somebody there rap on it and with the think
of you. See, say you man, we I said John.
Yeah, artist named Jim G, man. If I spell on the car, man, I listen to. The song we say, girl said she would have touched me, just see how she smells. So she can't keep her man because something she used to sell. You tune there?
Yeah. That one I we are talking about, man, is a bad man. Like, look at a bad man Buzz Street, right?
I play it no more.
But we see, say you rap, man. We are say, John, no, you,
play it track, man.
Yeah, I look for right now. Give me a second. Cause sharp man going like he can't talk.
No, but you know the rapping none at all.
Not professionally, you know, but can't do a little thing, you know, nothing to.
I mean, I tell you, so we hear the song there, we say, yo, Jado, wicked. So what's on the verge for the master up next? You have some song out. Listen to me.
I have two hot tracks to drop, at least 3 hot tracks to drop soon. One did me yesterday. We have a next one, and them call name Matter. That's our next mad song come. And we have a next gunman song when they call name Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
Yeah. 3 hot songs in the pipeline.
That's on our way.
Mm.
Play-Doh on our way.
So them 3 they have in line for drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it sound like a thing turn up, man.
So I mean, me know you have instances where you have a time where you go hard in the street or you go home. Then you have a next time where you kind of just build a little bit. I mean, we know everything is all about timing. You know what I mean? Is there a reason why you showboat so early in your career, kind of clutch a little bit and then forward back and say, yo, me go take on the road wicked and all. Cause remember, me know you have a portion to other things I do when you say dancing and race. So at the time when you do music, maybe would I say what music was at the time when you did dance, me fi say music wasn't your primary focus.
No, because at the time, I tell you, I say a whole church incident and we find out the dancing more nice and, you know what I mean, I make quicker cash at that time. So I just need to focus on the dancing and then the selecting.
Man.
You know what I mean? I know that the music reach some kind of way now where it's easier to get in the business. You know what, Master? Yeah, I get older now and the bones them get colder now. So let's talk about the music thing.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
Real talk.
So did you use the dancing to propel your career as far as music? As far as being known as a dancer already, and then you take up the music. So was it easier to do the transgression from the dancing to the music?
Yeah, man, it's easier, man. I'm like taking a candy from a child.
And
And
nothing wrong with that,
brother.
still, you know. Nothing wrong with that, you know.
Easy transaction, man.
Nothing wrong with that, brother.
So you are going now. When you dance, you go to bomb and turn an artist, you know, better for you now. But as me say, as a young artist, if you have the right pushback you and the right people, them say rap. You know what I mean? The bigger edge will now look for you until you bust out there. You see them are running your thing, and then you as a youth, you know, will fight to push your own thing there, and them are forward, you know.
True.
They come try to get to clear glory, you know. And so them end up get style, and them a say, yo, youth them now no manners, no. We have manners, but in that style back then when we young. Those time you DM some of them producer and some of them and them just left up and read. You know what I mean? That's why I tell you, we get busting at the business. We rather pick up one little young producer where I try like one music try and say, yo, me and you.
A real talk. A real talk. That.
Then the youth a try if it's alright then. The youth are bad enough.
Yeah, you hungry and him hungry, so.
So rather know that then master boss my business. We get we be one them man. So like a young youth who want hungry for music.
Sin.
It's a real man.
So I mean, what does the master hope to gain from the efforts that you've put forth day in and day out when it's all said and done?
When it's all said and done, you know. Master wants to go on the top 5 them as me tell you. My business they talk about. One of the goat them, like Addy.
So the objective is for your name to go down in history, but not necessarily put the focus on that, but put in the work. Because a lot of people put in the focus for the rank, and then when they put in the focus, the end result is not always what them seem.
Right.
True.
But from you already plant the seed in your head, you execute and you put your best foot forward. You don't have to sit down and wait for the pot for done cook, brother. You can all walk, go over, so go to the bar, go buy a drink, go to the work, go have a smoke, go call your woman. You don't have to sit down and bleach for the because it's like when you plant a seed and you sit down and wait for the flower to grow.
You just want water it, you know.
You just want to plant the seed and water it.
Yeah, just want water.
Let it keep grow.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is what we see within the artist here. The artist here is an artist where I'm going to continue to grow. But true people are look at the thing from one dimension or one section, them they might look for whether artists are go through in order to get to the point.
Real talk, man.
But may you listen him song? What we say? Artists are bad.
Yeah, man.
We listen him song and we say him bad.
Brother, the way the metaphor them and the way them floor,
and
brother,
the flow, him delivery, everything. Him have it.
Yeah, him have a thing when I tune normal about him. And you know, we there say cartel at first. But at the same time, we always pride ourselves. Don't compare nobody to nobody, but
if we compare him to cartel, that is not a bad thing. We are comparing him to greatness.
Yeah, man, real talk, man. So that's what I want to come in like when the girl them see me on the live and them compare me to Denzel. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know how that drop is.
If you compare you to greatness, you have it.
Yeah, man.
You have it.
Yeah, man.
You have it.
Real talk.
You see me?
So I mean, what do you have carved in stone right now? You know, in the not so distant that the fans can look forward to.
As Mr. Fancy, look out for your truck and have me a matter, you know.
Okay.
Me this star in a every show. Full of moves like movies and episodes. You think me only but me sharp like a episode. Listen to you see me, mad truck. No matter what them say, they can't stop me right now. Mad truck and forward.
The man step out on them.
Yeah,
Bim! Roach in the corner.
Lyrics
Bim! Kill him.
Done.
Roach in the corner.
Lyrics done, man.
How the man lives for done, man. Man, I got nice street.
Yeah, tell you.
Yeah, man.
Run some tune.
Brother, you know why you stop? Touch me and go on
Well, you're not supposed to do that from how long now? And a tune for run.
But me just download something a while ago. I wanna go on like I want bad me up over the live, and me tell her said not just because.
So you know then ship me in the most and I go give Big Z for the boy over there.
Yeah, man, ready in the dark. I dark show up in the morning and I say, yo, when you drop off a shipment, you know. I good, you know?
I great. I great. Smoking, I great. You already know what the fuck it is. I great. Smoking, I great. I great. Getting really hot. Better move out the way, cause we up in the sky with it. Once loaded, bad little bitch. She with me and know it. Busy fly boy, get high up all the time. When I light up this blunt, I'll be sky high. Feeling like I'm a kite. I can be anything you like, baby girl. We could do this all day, all night. And when I'm rolling out the spliff, I don't wanna hear none of that riff rap. Better get that, before we smoke you like a loud pack. You ain't know what we doing there. Holla. I want some I grade. high grade. We need some high grade. High grade. Me want some high grade. High grade. We need some high grade. High grade. This place when me roll up, it bigger than a truck. Can't smoke the blame the chest plate. Get for government, free up the place like marijuana. Me want drink with my friends. Pan the corner, purple tree from west hotter than a sauna. Me feel high, just flying from Ghana. No Dina tracer, body rum, high grade in my cranium. Get me higher than a want some high grade. High grade, we need some high grade. High grade, me want some high grade. High grade, we need some high grade. High grade.
Getting really hot, gotta move out the way cause we up in the sky with it. Once loaded, bad little bitch, she with me and know it. Busy fly boy, get high up all the time. When I light up this blunt, I'll be sky high, feeling like I'm a kite. I can be anything you like, baby girl, we could do this all day, all night. And when I'm rolling out the split, I don't wanna hear none of that riff rap. Better get that, or we smoke you like a loud pack. You ain't know what we doing there. Holla, 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 holla. Marijuana all around, and I know you wanna. This is an anthem for all of the pot smokers, and they know busy fly.
Me want some high grade. High grade. We need some high grade. High grade. Me want some high grade. High grade, we need some high grade.
High grade. Want some high grade. High grade.
Yeah.
Want some high grade. High grade.
Yeah, we.
Come on, it can freeze up.
A freeze, yeah.
Chop.
You freeze. You freeze.
Now hear me.
Yeah, we are here, but your visual freeze.
Papers. We're there with the master. Stevie wanted to do an album named Master Blaster. Cartel did tell him, say, tell Skelly and time is the master. You know, see it. Julian Marley do one song where say him, the master has come back. Master. Big word. Big word. You know, see it. Right now, I look like a master connection kind of cut. So I don't really know what I'm going. Probably give him a minute or so for logging back, and if it don't work out, we definitely have to go link him forward for a follow up. No. Because we're about 3 smarty.
Definitely.
We're for forward back over here.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it sound like him there, I know.
Yeah, man, him forward.
Now hear me now.
Yeah,
man.
Yaga. Yeah, man. Thing good to go, man. As me there say me general, you know, before, because we never know if we don't forward back in our life. So I tell the people them say, anyhow, you know, forward back over here, your spot for forward back for complete wherever we did start, it don't solidify. So, and I like say, you think that just enough done abrupt, just so. And now you'll get justification. And if you take Sharpman 3 more hours for interview you, I'm gonna sleep. It's still a go on. yeah, when are we in a general? So you know what I mean, we don't know we have to do what it takes, you know. You know what I mean? So basically, what we there with it right now?
Yeah, man.
Don't play it.
Him have some song where him say a drop. We want to make sure we get them.
Yeah, definitely. We have to get them Sunday. I don't know from Merms it's in a email, but if any if you send it come gear, we just do so, and you know you
can email.
Yeah,
definitely. You have to have them.
Yeah, man. Anybody right now where you want big up me general?
Before we ask him that, I mean, any artist where you want to do a collab with or you love to do a collab with?
You know, so me not to answer that question. I mean, as a young artist, and you say, oh, you want to collab with certain artists, then I cut style stuff. You know what I mean? You want to work with the young artists and more hungry like me. See music.
All right. So you say you know answer that one. All right.
Yeah. You want to work with the young artists and more hungry for the business like me, you know?
Man, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I ask you this: who was some of your influence as far as artist wise?
Vibes Cartel.
Right.
Singer J as a singer. Shano, good writer, good artist. You know what I mean? Yeah, them artists there, you know?
And bad artists them.
Yeah, bad artists them.
Yeah, man, bad artists them. Yeah, man. So you really avoid the collab question. We allow it this up.
Because as we say, as a young artist, and I say, yo, you know, somebody do a song in the area and do a song in the area. You know what I mean? The style cutting thing with the fun, you know? As I say, me are the master, so master no take styling. You might go say, yo, mother do a song with the artist, and then.
Yeah, I mean, it is not a question where styling thing or disrespecting, but sometimes as an artist, you just say, yo, you wouldn't mind do artist with a song, collab with an artist or do artist, you know, do a song with this artist or that artist, you know?
Yeah.
But if that is not your forte, then that is not your forte.
Yeah, man. Just
see me?
keep it like that, you know?
Yeah.
Work with the young artists and want to work with the young artists.
Just like me say, work the producer, them were hungry just like you.
Yeah.
Work with them.
Most definitely.
Yeah, man. So and nothing wrong with that. You know, to me, the right way is that still because.
So you the logic, no? You do what tune you're gonna top artists, then they're not go hard. So if you pay them for a collab, them still not go hard, because them don't get the money already, so then we just go sing and they look at 8 bars. You're not gonna push out the effort, but just when you're out there now when I think and I say, oh, collab, you push out the effort when you think at a road.
And I real thought that, you know. I real thought that because experience them thing there already. Even as far as for do that show, yeah. We have on some top artists more time and you know certain things where if you reach a certain level, you know, reach it, but a young artist like you where want to reach on a level give you more effort than even some top artists.
Brother, me didn't even know the gist of the conversation.
So, the was where you say, when you say, you know, if you do a collab with some artists where boss already are up there, already are up on certain levels, what was where you say? Because them not.
They're not work about the 100, man. They might just give any like 8 bar and that's when they make 8 bars to give.
Yeah.
But when they out there already hot in the street and they say collab, they might go hard because they know they're hot. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I work with the little young artists and we're hungry for the game like a metal.
Yeah, man. Some over.
Trust me, if them have 10 fans and you have 10 fans, hence, lo and behold, only have 20 fans, and if that 20 smarty, they go tell 20 more smarty. You already know how it go. You know, anybody where kind of more established more on you, I go look on it like say them I do you a favor. And you feel this.
You look on the Instagram, you know, no blue tick, you know, nobody.
And you feel this. And you feel this happy said and did it. You know, man. I just saw a thing said.
I mean, I appreciate love the answer that's still in the street, you know.
Yeah, man.
I love the answer, man. For real, because real talk you make. Real talk you make. And And likewise with producers.
Good producer thing, man. So them go on to.
Yeah, for real.
When you act them running on your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So,
when you get that and style them now, them say, oh, your artist is not no manners.
Mm-hmm.
But what about when you hungry for your game and say, yo, listen to that song, yeah. Yo, that no sound good. It's alright then.
and knowing all of what he knows, ladies and gentlemen, you know, is even in a film subconscious mind, and probably never look at it so. But due to the fact that Emma go through all of what Emma go through in other industry, yeah, the only way you can navigate through it is if it becomes your own master.
This
And
is
as
right.
the dog become the master.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the master my own craft, no?
Yeah.
So
The rule of your own destiny.
So
I'm learn from the best, you know.
so in that same sense as the master, you know, me's a man me ask every artist as far as the business aspect of them music. How much are you involved with the business aspect of your music?
In terms of
in regards to like administration, like are you like the person that upload your stuff them do you angle your business as
I'm going to business, upload my own thing, them, because you are going to. When the grown work are going, I'm here to do the grown work. So no boy now just running everything and say, yo, I'm going to take 50%, take this percent, take that percent. What I learn after all these artists all the years who producers and this rub up stuff.
Ah,
One thing, you know?
that's exactly why I asked you the question, because
And boy now go feel like I can take some page and then kick off.
Walipa artist, Walipa producer, Walipa people lose them life just because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to smart as a young artist, and not because you're hungry for your game, that I mean, you make no man, you know. Some contract and you're not even really fine print them, because you choose your 12 million around, oh, God, fine.
You have to
you're going to get 2%. No, you have to read.
You have to know what you do.
Know what you do again.
Yeah, man, me tired for artists say, boy, big, yo, them not get nothing out of this, and them not get nothing out of that, and them more the hit song, and them not gain nothing from it.
Master, yo, the master, you know, say, you see, due to the fact that one of the next thing I love with the artists them are upcoming is, you know, always have something new or forward with. So, with that being said, you know, what we need to do is basically link up, and when you have something new or forward with, you forward on the platform. You know what I mean? And we just make it possible. You know what I mean? That's we can bring the thing to the forefront. You know what I mean? We did run late in our night, you know what I mean? One political obstacle did a retreat, and the devil tried junction the thing, but it couldn't happen. It couldn't. And true, we have a commitment to every single artist who come over here. You know what I mean? And you have a commitment to your career. You know what I mean? And when your perception of loyalty and commitment is, you know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, it makes sense for the people to get the best of we have where we have, you know, and then we just forward back when time certain things where you did say, certain collab where you say it all do, certain song where you say they already in motion to come out, any more visual, and we just come back and we just shut a part few. You understand?
It is right.
Yeah, man. But my general, just continue doing work, you know, because we are here to think them. And like we say, our objective is always to push a different narrative than what are going out there. Because the current narrative that's being pushed is that there's only a few artists when there's a world of artists where nobody don't know about. So we have to continue to try push them to the forefront.
We want to bring those artists to the forefront.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
True. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the master. This is just part one. And you know, so the G are going to continue for work. And then we're going to go forward over here. Immediately after him have something else.
Yeah, man.
To carry to the platform. And we didn't play quarter where him have already, but we are talking about some futuristic thing where him already said is in the works. And them something that we want here.
Which is right.
And it's not going to be too long from now.
Yeah, man.
Neither.
Yeah, man.
Very, very shortly. The master will be back.
Me and the G, they attack on your behalf. Me don't want nobody feel like say we are bully you. So tell the people them say, yes, you go forward back.
Yo, the master will be here, you know what I mean, forward back in life and live in colors with some
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Only say don't play it.
Long time. You already know how the ships go.
Go on.
Overall settings, you know, them trials and tribulation, mama always tell them, say, we want pray to the Father, oh, for a better than a follow bad company, them will lead you. She used to beat you when she catch you smoking equivalent, stand beside you. When they get shot the other day, go take your book. When I saw the time and you were praying for mama, we have to give thanks, we have to pray for. You sing well to mama like this. This one goes out to mama, overcast them love you. Come.
And I hear that people there, you have it, the master. The master. I will still get an hour out time, even though we start late. I will still have more to forward. So, master, salute to them, general. Tell the people them which part them can reach you. Tell the people them
before him tell the people them we are go link you forward for do the part few.
Right there.
I go link you for do the part few, but make the people them know where them can link you.
You can link up the master, you know, man. You know what I mean? YouTube, the master. DAH space MASTHA. You know what I mean? Instagram, the master _ official. You know what I mean, people? Big up, shout out, big up all of my fans, them, my undercover fans, them. You know what I mean? Big up the artists, them, Light Skin, Ankadan, Atomic. Big up the tattoo artist. You know what I mean? Ink Boss, people who follow him on Instagram, you know. Ink _ boss, you know what I mean? See my fresh ink, them, when you hear me sing about. Yeah, big up all of my fans, my friends, my family member, them, you know what I mean? Big up overall podcast you have in the master. I'm out.
And yo, brother, thank you. Appreciate love you. Giving your time. You could have do anything else. Sunday night.
You could have said fuck
yeah, you see me? You could have said anything, fuck weed or anything else. You see me? But you give us your time and we appreciate love that.
Yeah, man. As soon as you said the new thing in my job, contact you now, just do the writing, though.
Salute to the master.
Yeah, man.
The Skeleton, time of the master.
Yeah, the master.
And a dog. People there, you have it, the master. We're going to link forward. My general, go and bless up yourself in the gym.
Very shortly.
I'm going to drop back that bad song that we start the live within the car. It have a buzz, you know.
I know for them, I'm alone. While you shot on the cook at this war zone. Hello, pint with them and no flimstone. Listen to the sound. A shot a broke bone, better than.
Yeah. Big up your damn self in a youth and we're going to link, you know.
Yeah, man, do the right thing, man.
And until them time that.
Wait, before you end this out, big up Mr. B.
Me alone.
Yes,
me alone to blood clot.
Family, yo, Ankadan rise up the calico in a boy face, clap 51. Yo, Atomic, a war with better than Israel and Pakistan. Yo, skin, rise up the shotty. No, we no panic in a boy face, we slam it till them vomit. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why you shot when you cook at this a war zone? A low pint we give them and no flintstone. Listen to the sound, I shot a broke bone. I know for them, I'm alone. Why you shot when you cook at this a war zone? Cup a shot me give them and no flintstone. Listen to the sound, I shot a broke bone. Mother than any line, sicker than any rhyme, better than any mind. Fi kill them anytime, Ella's body can't find. Bury them like gas line. Them broke badness, so me full them up a dollar kind. Me not fi call them name. The whole of them are dead poison. Dart inna your vein, blood a rush up to your brain. Left your body pon the main. Police a come, jump your fence and cut inna the not a living. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why you shot when you cook at this a war zone? A low pint we give them and no flintstone. Listen to the sound, I shot a broke bone. Enough of them, I'm alone. Why you shot when you cook at this a war zone? Cup a shot me give them and no flintstone. Listen to the sound.